In Ireland, the historic iconic strikers go round, but the same applies to the Green Island. Whoever shoots over the target, as we say in German, will never achieve anything. At least Queenston and Kingston have given up their colonial names. Since Irish independence 100 years ago, the two cities have been called, my Irish friends, Cough and Donlegger. Just tell me how they are pronounced, please. I am always the same with Celtic. You know me. But even so, one often encounters the British legacy of occupation in Ireland. That's a thorn in the side of a group in Cork, Southern Ireland. The Cork Street Names group paints over offensive street signs, for example Victoria Road. It is abhorrent that an Irish street is named after a criminal who was responsible for a genocide in Ireland, says City Councillor Dermot O'Catler. And during the mid-19th century potato feast, the English continued to export meat and grains under Queen Victoria's reign, starving 1 million Irish people. O'Catler should make a detour to Dublin. There is Nassau Street, named after Nassau William Sr., an English lawyer and government advisor on economic and social affairs. He had said of the famine that it would not kill more than 1 million people and that would be of little use. O'Catler emphasizes that his action could not be misunderstood as anti-British. He wanted to restore the dignity and self-respect of Cork. Not everyone agrees with him. His colleague on the city council, the Social Democrat Joe Harris, attested him a pathological hatred of England and warned that he was endangering peace and reconciliation in Northern Ireland for 20 years. Is another war looming because street signs are being painted over in Cork? Will the British government possibly send a nuclear submarine to Cobh, the port near Cork, where the Titanic docked before almost crossing the Atlantic? The street sign overpainting gang wants to rename the English market. In the 19th century, it was only baptized to distinguish it from the Irish market nearby. When Queen Elizabeth first came to Ireland in 2011, she paid a visit to the English market. She had put on a frog green dress especially for it. English TV chief Rick Stein claimed it was the best indoor market in the UK and Ireland. Obviously, many English people don't get colonial thinking out of their heads when it comes to Ireland. Or would Stein, in German would be Stein, come up with the idea of calling Vanadalskur, the highest mountain in the United Kingdom and Iceland? Vanadalsnukkur. I'm really having it with languages at the moment. I'm trying to deal with a lot of it. Possibly my global channel, and there I'm trying to talk about a few basic information on the political system of every country in the world. And there I'm meeting a lot of different languages, especially with the names. But for some reason this week I'm really having it. It's quite funny for me too, because I was dealing with a lot of African countries, filming for my global channel at the moment. Well, some I had absolutely no problem, and now I'm really done with my perfection of languages in this video. So it's a little detour from the topic, and it's a very serious topic. But you see what impact names can have, and that's why I'm just commenting on that one right at the moment. When you rename places, and we have the same issue here in my hometown, that they shoot over the target, as we say. They are renaming everything where people that were really respected people in their time, and I'm not talking about anyone killing millions, but they were respected soldiers, for example, who won in a war of that time, where the whole issues were completely different than today. And we're not talking about war crimes or whatever. But they were from the wrong time, because something bad came after that time, and now some are shooting here over the target and want to replace them all. And so there's a thin line of, is it a justified wish to do that? like some of the explanations I heard here are quite reasonable, or is it just what we call Bilderstürmerei? So just for the sake of it, get rid of it all. And there's a really thin line. And on this topic, the street signs on Victoria Street have now been cleaned and are now back in their old place. After all, Dermot O'Cadler's action lasted longer than that of the mayor of Cork, Sean Cronin. In May 1945, he had street signs set up with the names of the rebels of the 1916 Easter Uprising. After a day and a half, the city council had collected the signs and they were gone. And I absolutely know what this is all about. I'm getting more and more acquainted with Irish history as well when I'm dealing with nowadays political topics. You always learn something about the past as well. And I know where this is coming from and where this is going. I had it in another video with a rebirth of the Irish language at the moment. And that is something similar. It's about identity. I can understand that part. But I'm really interested how this will work out, and I know I have a lot of Irish viewers, will you manage to walk this fine line between exaggerating and justified approach? And it's really interesting topic, and that's why I decided to talk about it today. And especially my Irish viewers, if you have an opinion to that, please write under the video. I'm really interested in your opinion on that topic. And if you want to stay informed on many other topics, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.